how does it feel to have strangers come in like with cameras? We're used to it now. And these guys have been, they've seen me naked for 5 years. Hey Vanity Fair, welcome to my closet. I am getting ready to go to the Oscars. No big deal. I can't wait for you to see my final look. I am here with my glam team. This is Janice, Kinjo, makeup artist, Marc, Mena, hair, and Jessica Mulroney, my stylist. These two are from New York, and this one is from Toronto, so they came really far to make me look good.
All worth it.
I hope so. I hope you guys think it was worth it.
My name is Janice Kinjo, and I am a makeup artist. Today is Oscars morning, and we are in Mindy's house. Very excited for it. I have been working with Mindy for about 5 years.
What was the first thing we did? Oh, my book.
The book press.
Yeah, it was book press for
Your
my...
East Coast, yeah. Why not me?
That was also fun because she came to like my childhood home in Boston.
We went to Boston, DC, and also New York to promote her book. It was an amazing time. The only thing that we have decided thus far is that we are going to do a dark but natural colored lip. No red lips, no orange lips, but we're gonna do a natural lip. Depending on what color we do with the dress, will determine what kind of eye makeup we do, but always very clean, glowy, radiant skin, beautiful eyes, and like just elegance is sort of the key here.
I'm not a really serious person who thinks of myself as elegant, but I really wanted to seem elegant for this. So, no, I'm like fun. I'm like approachable and fun, and I love a party dress and streetwear. So I really had to enlist like professionals to help me get like an elegant Oscars look.
Hi, I'm Marc Mena, and I am a celebrity hairstylist.
I've been working with Marc for 5 years?
Yeah, a little bit over 5 years, I think. I always exaggerate everything. I was like, oh, I've known him for like 8 years, but I think it's actually 5.
I met him in Atlanta. He was just, they told me I had to do this conference in Atlanta, and my agent was like, there's going to be a mystery man who's coming from New York City to do your hair. And I was like, okay.
My agent was like, hey, you want to go work with Mindy Kaling? And I was like, yeah, she's funny, of course.
Since then, these guys have both done me for the Met several times and the Oscars and stuff. But both times we started, it was like kind of like very intimate, unglamorous things.
Always glamorous.
Always glamorous.
Always.
Glamorous.
But more humble.
More humble
More
glamour.
humble, yeah.
We wanted our hair to be glamorous and sophisticated and lush and shiny.
To have Hollywood old glamour, which feels like with someone with me in my career, is not my comfort zone.
This is the first time I've worked with Mindy for the Oscars. We've done the Met Gala and a bunch of other red carpets, so this is a pretty big moment for us.
I'm used to wearing something that, I don't know, because I come from comedy and I never want to seem like I'm taking myself so seriously. Even at the Met, we do things that have like a wink to them. Like, remember, Marc, we had like that blonde hair and
The crown.
The crown.
Yeah, so for this, and a crown. So for this, and I like that because it's costumey, but for the Oscars, one of the biggest challenges was to sort of like allow myself to be
It's a slow, sexy wink.
Yes, like
Yeah. I think our relationship has become very personal. We spend a lot of time with her. She's really kind. She's smart. She's sophisticated. She has a very great eye for color and art and taste. I just think there's just so many qualities. I mean, I can go on and on.
Humorous?
Oh, she's hysterical.
The first check I ever wrote, and I don't think this is funny, but this is the truth, was I was really into writing at a time, even plays on, this is before computers, so this was revealing how old I am. We had a typewriter in my mom's medical office where I would have to go after school and just sit alone in a room. So I wrote this one-page play about a haunted house where a witch, a goblin, and a werewolf lived in. And I thought it was so hilarious that the werewolf was like, this house is a dump. How much were we paying on taxes in this haunted house? And I remember like laughing and laughing because at 6 or 7, the fact that I knew what taxes were was like felt really sophisticated to me. Why aren't you guys laughing? What, because it's not funny or because it's too funny?
I'm laughing inside.
This is so damning.
Collaboration process is a big process. It starts weeks in advance. The minute we know she's going to the Oscars and she's presenting actually at the Oscars, so we start brainstorming right away. We start thinking about silhouettes and dresses, and different designers are sending her dresses. So we're looking at the silhouettes, the colors, and what works best for her. So once the dress is decided, it comes down to glam.
I'm Jessica Mulroney, and I am Mindy Kaling's stylist. Well, for the Oscars, we really wanted it to be elevated. And, you know, to me, the Oscars is about bringing the glamour. It is not about taking a fashion risk. It's about finding the right color, the right silhouette, just making sure that she shines and not the dress.
I had a lot of discussions with my stylist, Jessica Mulroney, about how to make the look like be really elevated. And not just like Mindy going to a party, but Mindy going to the Oscars.
Well, you know, Mindy looks great in so many colors. And when it comes to Mindy as well, like we collaborate a lot on these fashion decisions. You know, she's so into fashion, which I love. So we talk like girlfriends and we kind of go through shapes and we look at dresses and she sends me looks that she likes. I send her looks that I like. And it's this really fun process. It's like as if you're kind of working with your girlfriend and helping her get dressed for a night out.
The way that I used to get styled sort of before Jessica was that there wouldn't be that many options because, you know, I'm not a sample size. And so we would have a couple options that I was not crazy about. And then at the end, we just wear the thing that fit. You know, but things have changed in the past couple of years. I think people are so much more open to women and actors who have something to say, and it's not just about them fitting into a sample. And so this year we had so many amazing designers build custom beautiful dresses, and that was because I think designers' attitudes have changed, and Jessica's relationships with a lot of designers has a lot to do with it.
When it comes to Mindy, you know, whenever she steps out on a red carpet, I always feel pressure. I never want her to ever step out and not look her best.
The pressure for the Oscars is enormous. There's so many eyeballs looking at Mindy.
It's just one thing of getting ready for the Oscars and then getting ready for the Oscars because you're presenting. Mindy's presenting, so not only is she going to walk the red carpet, but she's also going to be seen on TV by, you know, millions of people.
At this point, we're still in between dresses as well. So even though it's down to the crunch, the dresses have not been chosen yet.
There's a lot of dresses that come into play. Sometimes they come into play a day before. Sometimes they come a week before. You never really know when that dress is going to come into play.
This is the first time where I had like 7 dresses and they were all gorgeous.
And it's elevated. It's more of an elevated.
Super elevated, but it's so you. The Oscars is where classic meets modern, beauty and elegance, and I think it's such a huge moment to be a part of.
This Oscars, I think you have to really elevate it. You know, you have to take it to another level. And she's getting a custom-made gown by Dolce & Gabbana. So we really wanted everything to come together like an art installation.
Lots of craziness happening all around, but she is going to look like perfection. It's like all old Hollywood glamour. That's all I wanted for her, and I think we achieved that. Mindy is so smart, so talented, she's gorgeous, she's so funny. But really, at the end of the day, she's so authentic. And so many people relate to her.
Just as a Asian woman working in this industry, she is a huge inspiration to me.
There wasn't growing up a lot of people that look like me on TV and film, and honestly, there aren't that many now.
Still.
So I would have been thrilled to see a dark-skinned Indian woman presenting at the Oscars. I think that would have been really exciting for me and given me a lot of reason to think that I could make it too. So that I haven't, until you asked that question, I hadn't thought about that, but that would be great if some young women had that reaction too. Thanks, Vanity Fair, for hanging out with me while I got ready. I hope you approve. It's my favorite gown I've ever worn. Wish me luck. Bye. Thanks for coming over.